Yeah, man, nigga's good.
Get out the insurance cards, get out the copays. The office is open, my friends. Brought to you by DrRoto.com.
Yo, everybody, it's your rider. So let's get to it.
Bring the pain!
What's up, everybody? It's Heat Override, and I'm ready to bring the pain for you this week. Oh, yeah! If you've ever seen somebody more jacked up than me, it's me and Dan coming out the Fight Club of pain, ready to bring the pain. Because I'm telling you, the NFL starts today. We got WWE Summerslam. We have UFC Vegas 108. We got Park vs. Taira. People don't care about these soups can. What's up, Dan? How you doing?
Oh, man, I'm doing better, man. I'm doing better. I had a rough week or so, but I'm good now.
It happens. It happens. I mean, we all get into these weeks where we're just like that was me yesterday. There was no reason for what was going on for it to happen at work. That is yesterday. But man, while these people come in, I want everybody to know this is a live show. We have people asking every single week, are you live?
Absolutely.
I'm answering question. I don't know what to say. It says live. It says right up there. I don't even know. But hey, everybody, this is the Fight Club of Pain. We talk about the UFC cards. We give you bets, parlays, and we give you free DFS lineups, all built on the fly. Of course, I already got my stuff written down. That's all you get to see. I'm a pen to pad guy. Dan's a pen to pad guy. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to hit it this week. Also, again, like I was saying, the NFL is starting today. I have a showdown slate for that. I know it starts soon. We'll try to get through this one a little faster, and we're going to do the WWE Summerslam on DraftKings. There is a poll right now. So we're going to answer those questions live on the show. We'll do that last. We'll do the NFL after the UFC. We'll start with the UFC. Man, but like Dan, you were saying, dude, this whole week has just been crazy. And I think that it makes it like it's good because today was actually cool. It was 70 degrees here, so I thought I cooled off. Did you cool off a little bit?
I was like 82 degrees here, but it was breezy, so it was beautiful compared to like the 97 degrees yesterday.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you being in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, of course you get hotter weather than us up in Erie, PA, but it's still practically the same. You get better weather though. So, you know, I can only imagine what you were going through.
I mean, it rains like 4 days a week, so we're kind of even on that.
Yeah. Okay. I guess that would be the even little trade-off. Like everybody in the South, they're down there and like, yeah, man, 100-degree weather. It feels great. AC, rain. And I'm like, y'all didn't even talk about them hurricanes. I don't know what you're talking about. But hey, if you're down there, I hope everybody gets their stuff going on and gets it, man. But we're going to do 4 fights. We're going to do 4 fights. Fighters that we actually know won money on already. Dan's trying to ignore it. He's trying to make a questionable soup over here. Say he doesn't know anybody on this card because he's so disgusted with it.
I know a few people, man. I'm just tired. I'm just tired of these terrible cards the UFC gives us, man. We get one card every 3 months that is actually worth watching.
Yeah, and I get that. And, of course, that's going to be with the numbers. The numbers go up and down and things like that as we get people coming in right now. And you're just like, what do you do? This is where the NFL is going to start taking over. It looks good during the NFL. You can always flip off of that. You got people thinking about things on Saturday night, looking at their lineups, maybe making a last-minute pickup and things like that. You could probably sneak by with that. But when it's summer and you're wide open and baseball's boring, I mean, you got to do something, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather watch the WNBA than this card. I'm not going to lie to you.
Oh, by the way, I have actually been winning NFL Millie Makers playing WNBA on DraftKings. So it's been like a whole thing with me. I don't even know. I got Fuego Steve. He's been on it. So, you know, like he's been like, I run the lineup by him and he's like, all right, that's kind of legit, stuff like that. Because, you know, he's one of our other experts. So I'm going to run it by somebody that does basketball because guess what? I'm never around during game lock. So we're talking about showdown slates at the end night games and things like that. And so for me, that's what it comes to. It's just finding out. And that is being part of Dr. Roto, using code word WIN, W-I-N. will get you a percentage off of your subscription, and you can start winning today. Because guess what? I've been winning. I already have 4 secured tickets. I've only literally tried 4 times. So as I get more into this and we get deeper into this, we can only think about that. So that to me right there is the big thing when it comes to the overall product that you get at Dr. Roto. You get the amazing football content. You got something to say to that, Dan?
No, I agree. This will be my first year watching with the football and everything, like following Dr. Roto and following you. Last year you just handed me a fantasy
team.
football team, and
Yep.
so
I sure did.
I mean,
I didn't care.
Now I'm into it.
So that's the one thing about Dan. So Dan is he has no cuffs. He doesn't play fantasy sports. He doesn't do DFS, and he randomly bets. That's why he's here to talk fight theory. That's what makes the Fight Club of Pain so fun. And you can do things like that, and you're able to, grow from it. And it's like I said, you take that time, that season off. You learn something new, like we did on the Fight Club of Pain right now with the UFC. And then doing the baseball bets on the weekend, also having Lou, Trevor, and all the other teams handling your seasonal content and DFS baseball stuff. And then you got the NHL, the NBA, and then you have the glorious NFL. Because let's face it, there's a lot of great experts in this industry, right? But Dr. Roto is one of them, one of the most respected all icons as well too. He is on SiriusXM Fantasy Saturday and Sunday morning. That is big, but also he is only live on Sunday after that at Dr. Roto in our subs only Discord. You get Dr. Roto, we talk DFS, we talk sit-em starts right before the games. You don't lose people. You never lose. And now that the UFC is a solid product, you not only have a year-round coverage with Dr. Roto, you have year-long excitement. Yeah. Woo! I am a walking billboard. It's amazing that people just look at me and they just go, he's a loudmouth MOO. But just guess what? If I'm a loudmouth for you, then your business is winning. And the fact that my amazing records over the past seasons with Dr. Roto for my DFS lineups giving out, I will talk shit. I will say this right now. I will put my lineup against anybody over the last 3 years. I have definitely earned that stuff. And now, like I said, when you get the football and the UFC together, you're gonna win. You're gonna win. So
the thing is, man, you have to admit we have said some shocking things on this show that have come true.
That's right. Going back to the Johnson call, the Michael Johnson call. Even the DeRitter call originally, getting the knee on Bo Nickel.
Yeah.
I bring these things up. And it's something. And here's the thing about this with Bring the Pain and also with the Fight Club of Pain. I have reached out to so many people. I've actually reached out to Chris Duncan, but he kind of knew. I reached out to him after his last win over Jordan Vucinic, whatever. He isn't around anymore. And so I reached out to him, but he was just busy trying to create that whole MMA gym in Scotland that he just couldn't get to me. And he said, just it's a bad timing and stuff like that. So I said, it's cool. We're on a talking path. But I've reached out to a lot of people, and nobody gave us really a shot. No one could really do it, except we want picks. Angelo came on, Bring the Pain, and we just talked history of the UFC. We talked about why the UFC DFS is a unique product. DraftKings believes that because with DraftKings draft snake drafts, which they're kind of weird about that. They'll have them up, and then all of a sudden they'll just be gone. And then like 10 minutes later, they'll be back up again, and then they'll be gone. And so, like, if you're going to get in and you're going to get a draft, you're going to do that. And it's such a great concept, the innovation, seeing the size of the contest that DraftKings provides, whereas FanDuel's a little scared because of the knockout and the surprisability of this business is kind of that. But when going forward with getting the football and you're getting UFC, I mean, this is a match made in heaven. This podcast on Thursdays is going to be one of the best multi-sport podcasts out there. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The track record speaks, and and even though I'm a UFC rookie, I ain't gonna be a rookie for long. All right, let me stop running my mouth. But again, I do want to say, thanks again to Angelo and the crew for giving me that pleasure to sit down with them, talk with them, and just talk something we love, which is UFC, MMA. All right, Dan, you ready? He's slamming a beer. He needs to slam a beer to talk about these soup cans. But this is not a soup can. This is somebody that actually retweeted and said thank you to me. It's Danny Silva versus Kevin Vallejos. Yeah. Dan, talk about it.
All right, Vallejos, man, he's coming off a first-round knockoff win in his debut. He has power, youth, and momentum on his side. He has 11 knockouts in 15 fights. He's powerful. He's an amazing boxer, great head movement, and he has the ability to pressure with a mix of head and body shots. He has precision and power, and I think he's going to give Silva a long night. He's well-rounded and prefers to stand up and fight.
Yeah. Yep.
Silva, he's piggybacking right now off of his 2 decision wins. He's a high-volume striker, but very well-rounded all around. His length and relentless output, mixed with chain wrestling, frustrates everyone he fights. He has a solid chin, but he really likes to eat strikes just to get his strikes in. His defense isn't really there, so he'll eat a few before he throws his. He likes to start fast, and he likes to control early rounds to get decision wins. He doesn't really fight to end the fight.
I think so. Yeah, and that's why I think that makes that's the knock on him. Honestly, they both have knocks, but like you were talking about with Vallejos, he's a sharp boxer. Of the two, Kevin is the better boxer than Danny. So for me, of course, I agree with everything that you just said, and everything goes. And I love that you brought up the combos with him as well too, with Danny, because the way that he likes to do the leg kicks and then he looks for the body, I think that's what makes him patient, that you're kind of just he's like, he tries to go for that body. While he's working for the body, he's leaving himself open to some shots. And that's why I think, Kevin, it gives Kevin Vallejos the advantage. Who do you got winning this fight?
My prediction is Vallejos by second round TKO.
All right. I like that. So if you're new to the Fight Club of Pain, this is what we do. We give you the bet. We give you the bet live and on air. Of course, second round knockout. I'm going to run through the numbers while I pull this all up. So the decision, yes, it was a plus 106. I did like that. However, knockout for both fighters is a plus 100. Now, Dan's going for the second round. Knockout in points for Vallejos is a negative 320. I do like that action. Also, knockout first and second round is a plus 175 for Vallejos. So if you see what I'm doing right here, I'm playing the knockout for both. I'm playing the knockout in points for Vallejos, and I'm also playing the knockout at plus 175 for the first and second. Why this is important is because we're going to hit multiple ways of finishing these opponents. And that is what has been helping the Fight Club of Pain cash every single week, stay in the green. But if you don't think that this is a fist fight and that these guys are going to be standing and not really trying to take this down, that Danny Silva can't get lucky like what we saw with Neil last week.
Yep.
I love the first and second round knockout for Danny Silva as well at a plus 2,400. That is for me. When you see that, you throw a half unit down, you could throw a quarter unit down. The fact you got that bet and you just go for it. Then you throw the full unit down on the knockout. So the knockout's going to feed both bets. That makes this more. I'm actually throwing 2 on the straight up knockout. I am going to throw 1 unit on the knockout in points for Vallejos. I could probably do 3 on that because, in my opinion, he is going to be the winner of this fight. I agree with you, Dan, and I love that. So after we went through all of that, let's get it. Let's get the second round knockout, and I got some other knockouts I threw in here. that I thought would just be really fun for the show this week. And then, of course, the parlay of pain. Got that at the end, too. I mean, you get so much in one show. It's what we like to do. So, man, let's get it. Second round knockout for Vallejos is a plus 550. We're taking that bet, people, because it goes together with everything else that we're doing and creating with this. Love it, Dan. All right, let's move along. We got Elves Brenna versus Esteban Ribovic. Dan, talk about it.
All right, so Brenner, I'll start with him. He's coming off back-to-back losses, man. He's skillful in most assets of MMA, but nothing really stands out as great to me. He's good at stand-up. He has good combination, but he needs to adjust to tougher fights as his career progresses. He has not progressed with the fighters that he's fighting. He's fearless, and he'll stand and brawl, and he'll take a hit just to land too. He's a skilled submission threat, but he doesn't use it ever. He doesn't use his takedowns. He doesn't use his BJJ. And Robovics, I feel like we talk about him every week. I
think
feel
this
like
is the third time, though.
yeah, I feel like we talk about him every week. He's 1-1 in his last two, but both of those fights won fight of the night bonuses.
There you go.
Which means he just throws bangers. He's always moving forward, and he likes a high-paced fight. He's very aggressive while he's striking, and he always makes his way back into fights if he's getting beat. He just has that something extra in him to make him get up and keep fighting. He's the more skilled of the two fighters, and he's faced better competition. But if it's a stand-up fight, this could go either way.
Yeah, you know what? I will agree with you on that. And what you were talking about that is because Ribovic, he kind of has crappy defense. His takedown defense isn't good. His striking defense isn't good, but he loves to throw bombs. His tenacity, his toughness is what really drives him in all of this. But like you were saying, Brenner, he links his combos and his links them well. So he's able to take it and get takedowns. He can use that to get takedowns. If he's able to get Ribovic off the feet, if he tries, if he wants to, if he finally makes that push to actually take him down, that attempt, then this could be a different fight. This could actually go the distance. But as of right now, who do you got winning?
I got Robovics winning by decision, man. I think this goes all 3 rounds, and I just think they slug it out, man.
It's gonna be, and you said that really this is gonna head towards more of like a longer fight of the night. We're gonna need the full 3 rounds. We're gonna need at least 70 to 80 significant strikes thrown by both. I don't think Brenner's gonna keep up with that, which I still think that the points with Ribovic is still there for us, and that's why I have that. So the points and knockout for Ribovic is negative 220. That's a great rate. A great play right there. Also, his first and second round knockout is a plus 230. Distance no is a negative 136. So I kind of like that, which is going to play into Dan's parlay because I have the parlay pulled up right here. And also, what this was really crazy about this, Brenner's sub in points is a plus 340, and then his sub in the first and second round is a plus 1,000. That seems a little bold. But the sub for this fight is a plus 500. It's not like a 1,000, so it is possible. So if you want to play a little bit on the Brenner side, I think that's the way you go. Because with both fighters being aggressive the way they are, they're going to meet in the middle. When they meet in the middle, something's going to happen. Either Brenner's going to fall backwards and it's over, or Brenner's going to make a nice sidestep, get a takedown, and be able to hold Ribovic down and maybe attempt a sub or not. It's worth the shot. But other than that, that's why I see with the sub and the points for plus 340. If there's a pathway for him to win, that's it. And I got Ribovic, of course. and I got him by knockout. So that's my thing. Dan's parlay for Ribovic and distance is a plus 174. So you're gonna want to play that, people, because that's a great cover to that. So you got the points, you got the knockouts, you have the knockout covered all over for the fight, and then if you feel like either fighter could get the knockout, the plus 130 action is nice. So go ahead and play that. Oh boy. Okay. So this next fight, I just talked about Chris Duncan. So we are talking about Matus Rebecki, or whatever way you might say that, Rebecki versus Chris the Problem Duncan. Dan, talk about it.
All right, I'll start with Rebecki, man. He's 4-1 with 3 consecutive wins in his last 5. He's extremely tough to finish. He's a consistent wrestler. He likes to shoot, but he will stand and bang with you when it's needed. He's not the most crisp stand-up fighter, but he does have power when he lands. Chris Duncan, man, or Duncan. He's also 4-1, but he has back-to-back guillotine choke wins, which is unheard of. He's a brawler, and he loves chaos. He doesn't shy away from jumping the guillotine when he's pressured with a takedown, but he likes to stick to those straight punches, and he walks through people.
Yes, he does. He's got
he's tough as nails, bro.
He is. He's tough. That's what people love about him. He's a true Scot. True Scot.
Tough as nails.
He's tough. He's strong. He looks great. Like, his body type is good. He's good, thin, strong. He's chiseled. He knows how to jump the gilly. You're right. He even got the tattoo after the last one. Dude, that was crazy because I had him with the submission, and in his submission, I think was like a 2000 or something like that.
Yeah.
And so I was like, heck yeah, that's worth the shot. I know he could jump that. And at the same time, I also had Vucinek's knockout. So but the better of the two was that sub. So that was, he won me a lot of money, and also with the DFS side. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one can go the distance, because we do have 2 wrestlers. Now, Rebecki is a bigger, stronger version of, like, I'm not going to say like Chris Duncan, but like, of the 2, he is clearly the favorite. Yeah. He is the favorite on the books. He is the favorite everywhere. Everybody thinks he runs through Chris Duncan. But I think that if Duncan can easily get it to where he has some control time, keep the control time close. And I know that Rebecki can also knock him out too. He was floored by Vucinek's, and I felt that right before that gilly, Vucinek's took over that fight. He was on the way to finish Duncan.
Yeah, he was winning.
And then he just shot at him. And I was like, what? And before I could say what, his neck was cranked.
Yep.
That's, to me, shows how dangerous Chris Duncan is, and he's strong enough to take that beating. Dan, who do you have winning?
So I'm going to go with the underdog, Chris Duncan, in this one, man.
Yes!
I got him by decision. I think he outclasses Rebecki on the feet, and I think he withstands all the shots that Rebecki's going to take.
And I mean, Rebecki is good. I mean, when you go back over the stats and everything that you had talked about, the great grappling, how aggressive he is, the subs that he has in his thing, seems to be the idea of this, is that he should just be able to outpower Duncan. But sometimes, and like we've seen, Duncan can be slippy. And if he slips, then it gives it that. If you put this is Vegas. We have to remember that. This isn't all about Cajun in here in Vegas. They do like action. They like blood. They want that. So if it comes to a fight where it's a bunch of cage pushing and a bunch of wrestling, it's going to have to be the active of the more two on the feet, or the activity to where the combos lead to the takedown and maybe a slam or something, more so a takedown, so it's safe. So you got decision on that. So let's get that combo. Let's get that parlay, people, because that's what we want. And then we're going to get to it. I was torn with this fight because I have to respect Chris Duncan, and they go, well, if you pick with your heart, your wallet's going to be lighter. And it may be lighter, right? For this fight, it just might be a little lighter. But the one thing we always talk about, Dan, is covering yourself and being able
Yep.
to do that. So Chris Duncan right now is a plus 168 on FanDuel with the fight going the distance at a plus 158. Together is a plus 450 parlay. That is what you want to play. Great job, Dan. This is why Dan is part of this show, because he's able to keep it down distance where I'm looking for finishers, because that's kind of the way I'm a fighter. Dan sometimes understands that these fights can just go the distance. And so that's what I love to play. And a lot of those plays that Dan, you do, always have a great parlay. And we have hit so many of those as coverage parlays that I can't say enough. So I got to say thank you, because you cover me. All right. We're going to move along. Oh, I got to give my pick. All right. Let's give the bets. Knockout, first and second round for Rebecki is a plus 260. Round one knockout, Rebecki plus 490. Knockout straight up plus 200. Now, if you go for both fighters knockouts, a plus 105. There you go. Just play that. Sub for both fighters is a plus 370. Wait a minute. He'd override. Did you just say a positive and a positive and a positive and a positive? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, here's another positive right here. What Dan just gave you. Oh, another positive. Knockout and sub for Chris Duncan is a plus 310. Oh, so wait a minute. This fight's going to go over, but if it doesn't and it goes the distance, you got Dan covering you with the 450, right? So throw a unit on that. And if you get scared, let's get right to it. Chris Duncan, first and second round, sub, plus 1,300. Chris Duncan, second round submission, plus 3,100. I don't see how you can't make money on this fight. I don't see. You play every single one of these bets, you are going to win all of your money back and then some. And if Chris Duncan, for some reason, somehow, gillies Rebecki in that second round, you will be our rich friend. Yeah! But I'm still taking Rebecki. I'm going against my heart. This is where I pick Duncan and you pick Rebecki. But because you picked Duncan,
you know, I'm the underdog king, man. I love picking underdogs.
There's not a better underdog than Chris Duncan. I love it. I like both fighters in this fight. That's why I'm happy everything's positive, so I can play it all and make money. There we go. That's what we do. We hedge. But the thing is I also dig, and when I dig and I find those, you better play them, people. Yeah, I'm gonna just do that.
Right.
There's a reason. We got that wrestling coming up. We got that football lineup coming up. I could probably give that out a little fast. I could do that right now. Actually, let's give out my Showdown Slate for tonight's Thursday night NFL game in Canton, Ohio, the Hall of Fame game. Are you ready for some football, people? Are you ready?
We'll be there next week, right?
Yeah, next week is the Fantasy Football Expo.
We'll be there next week.
So if you're not familiar of that, the Fantasy Football Expo is in Canton, Ohio. It is held by Bob Lung and his team. They put on an amazing show. They go to Sunday night now, so they have a full weekend of stuff. Me and Dan will be there on Saturday doing all the party festivities. We're probably going to skip the hall this year because we're going to go play in the adventure park. We got the Brew Kettle already hit me up. They said, "Hey, we're not getting any of the parties this year. Are you guys going to still visit us?"
Hell yeah.
Like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. So Brew Kettle in Canton, Ohio, you're getting a shout out.
Come see us.
Bring the pain to your beers. Yeah.
Everybody can come see us there.
Yeah, come see us. And you're going to see all of the other experts. But, man, I can tell you right now, this is it right here, man. This is what you got. We're going to have so much fun. I can't wait. So, with that being said, let's get to that. Let's get to that lineup because I thought that was a real fun little thing for y'all. All right. Boom. Hey, I didn't make that one. Oh, it must be FanDuel. Wrong side. There it is. I'm already in there. And there it goes. It went up. All right. So, because this is a preseason game, and I don't trust a lot of the players, but what I do trust is the defense. I think the Chargers defense and your captain is the way to go. I'm going with the Lions defense, of course. Bates, Dicker, Harris, and Omarion Hampton. I think Omarion Hampton is definitely going to get some play in this game. I don't know. I'm not there right now. I don't know who's setting up. I'm talking UFC, people. We're getting to the main event. But I'm telling you right now, I'm going to play it safe for preseason unless you get, at the end of preseason, when you know a starter is going to play more than a quarter or 2 quarters, then you can feel confident. But I'm going to tell you right now, come opening day, Thursday, you're going to win some money. You're going to win some money. Watch it, people. So there goes that. So if you want to go throw that in while we get to the main event. In this corner, we have Hun Sung Park, who stepped up in place of Albazi. Forgot about him because he looked like that. In the other corner, we have the super phenom. We have Taira. Ooh, yeah.
And it's never a main event unless the Macho Man Randy Savage shows up. Ooh, yeah.
Dan, talk about it.
All right, I'm going to start with Taira, man. He's 6-1 in the UFC. He has great distance management while he's striking and likes to keep it long at range. He likes to fight long. He's mostly known for submissions and takedowns, but he does have power on the feet. He'll look to control the distance and time with his takedowns and overwhelm Park. Park, man, he's a complete striker, and he has an impressive arsenal on the feet. His forward pressure and movement are his best weapons. He'll look for leg kicks to slow down the takedown attempts, and he's going to look to land his powerful shots off of those leg kicks.
Yeah, I agree. And so I got, you know what? I wrote all this stuff down. I knew who Park is. He already won us a lot of money. The fact is that Park, in my heart, this is another heart one. I want Park to win, but I just think that this short notice, first of all, he took the next week fight in short notice. Now he's got an even shorter notice, and he's facing a monster in the number 6 ranked flyweight in Taira. So for me, I feel that if Park would have been able to have maybe the next fight next week, and maybe one more after that I want to see more action from his hands, even though he's had a lot of action, but in the UFC, he hasn't, right? But he's unbeaten, so I'm not going to take anybody from that. But we've seen these unbeaten people. That's been the theme of the year, but also is that. So for Park, yes, he's not the better striker, but I feel that the style can outstrike Taira. But when it comes to the ground, I think Taira is just way too good for him.
Way too good.
He's way too good. Way too good. This stage, no, I just don't think it. So for me, I think Taira is definitely, I know Taira's a favorite. Dan, who do you got winning?
I am going with another underdog, man. I'm going Park by 3rd round knockout.
3rd round knockout. Whoa. You know, I can't deny it. And I love that. That's it. I don't know if I'm using my heart or if I'm using my brain this week, just trying to pick the favorite. I agree with that. So I have the bets for everything that Dan just talked about. So let's run through them. Submission in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd round for Park is a plus 1,100. Knockout and sub for Park is a negative 110. Distance no is a negative 196. And sub for both, this is a funny thing, sub for both is a plus 110. So literally, they're telling you somebody's getting tapped by submission in this fight, which I do like. But you're going with the knockout. So you said 3rd round knockout. We got that action right here. Plus 4,900. Plus 4,900, Dan. We got wild this week.
That'll be better than my Johnson pick, man. If that happens, that's better than my Johnson pick.
You know, That's actually correct. That's correct. I will say this though, DFS wise, Park will probably be still higher owned than him. I think people might be scared off on that. I'm gonna pick Taira. I'm picking against my heart twice this week, when I normally pick with my heart. I'm picking against it just because of the skill of these fighters, and Dan is taking that chance that I should be taking, that I should be saying to all of you. And that is why I dug for those extra digs for Duncan and Park, because I feel that they can do that. So yeah, that 4,900, we're throwing that bet in. So for me, when you get to the Taira side, the first, second, and third round knockout is a plus 750. I love it. His sub in the first, second, and third round is also a plus 220. So when you put it all together and you see how it's working right now, you're looking at this sub fight, and you're looking at it's going to go under, and you have to remember that this is still 5 rounds of action. So you got the third round knockout, and now we have all the subs in. So I'm going Taira. You want a crazy sub? So this is what I got. I got Taira, second round submission, and that right now, I think that's a plus 750, 850. It's a plus 850. So that's what I'm going to go with, but you know that I have the action in the first 3 rounds, and that's how we do it. Plus the knockout for both fighters is plus 350. 350. So if you're going to play the subs, throw in your knockouts. We got some positives for you. You can go, but if it goes the distance, then play the distance. Because guess what?
Yeah.
The distance right now is a positive, and that positive is a plus 150. So if you're going to try that, you're probably going to throw 2 units on that, but then with everything else, that way you cover yourself. But for this, I'm going to run on that. So I love it. I love it all together, man. All right. Did you do your DFS lineup this week? Or did you?
I didn't. I didn't get the email for it.
I don't think I opened it up. That's my
Yeah,
fault.
I didn't get the email for it.
All right. Well, DK has 7 fighters, which is almost half of the card. 7 fighters over 9,000. That's insane. That's insane.
That's nuts.
Yeah, I mean, they were doing 6, but it's 7. And then you have an 8,900. So for me, it's getting really hard to put these fights together. You have to go cheap. So that being said,
you got to go underdog. Got to go underdog.
So give me 3 fighters you think win straight up from this fight. Did you look at that, or from this card?
I think Park wins.
Park wins. Okay, he's
All right.
7,000. Go
Let
on.
me look at it. I think Chris Duncan wins.
He's got money for everybody. All right, go on.
I think Carol Rosa wins.
Okay. Rosa, 8,600.
And I think Neil Magny wins.
Nagy, dude. There's some people that are in the Magny thing. So you got 9,900 for 2 people. You could grab the 2 top guys, which is Bashi, who's gonna kill Giannis. Not literally, he's gonna just smash the shit out of him. You got Esteban, Vallejeos, Nakamura, Taira.
Rabovics. Can I get him?
Ribovic, yep, he's in.
Yeah,
10,700 left. You just want Bashi or Esteban? It's on you.
I'm gonna take Nakamura.
Nakamura, that's strong too. So with $1,400 left, you have Park, Duncan, Rosa, Magny, Ribovic, and Nakamura. Lock that in, people. That's your underdog DKDFS.
The underdog one, yeah.
The underdog. Now here's where I'm going. I'm on that same wagon. Park, Cornell, Souza, Vieira, Esteban, Vallejeos. That's on DK. Boom. I'm also gonna. Yeah, it was crazy. Building these was wild, because I do think that if you get a lot of strikes and say they don't get it down to the ground real fast, you get 3 or 4 rounds of strikes. That 3rd and 4th round, they could surpass a lot of the other people. So it's kind of a safe play by putting Park in there. So in Cornell, that gives me another dog in that fight, and I feel that Cornell's going to win. I feel that she's definitely the more seasoned of the 2. I can review that fight. If you want me to talk about it more, I don't want to talk about it right more because we got other stuff to get to on this show. But Cornell is at that, and that's why I did in there. Now, Souza, I really, I'm intrigued with Souza. So her knockout prop is an 850 straight overall. Taira Rodriguez is most likely going to win that fight, and it's probably going to go the distance. But I do like the Ketlin Souza, and because it's going to go the distance, Souza is an in-your-face fighter. She's going to get you points through your strikes, and if she can get 40, 50 strikes in a losing effort, you're looking at like 50, 60 points maybe in a losing effort. She's super cheap. So when I look at the cheapest of people, and I look at Duncan, Magny, and all that, that's why Souza in Cornell is at 75 and 7,600, gives me that extra. So why I would play both of those, of course, is because I need to take two cheap people. And this is rare for me. I normally don't put two ladies that are cheap in a lineup because they're both dogs. But at the same time, by allowing me to do that, it allows me 87.25 for the rest of my lineup. So when I go, I'm easily looking at Ribovich. I'm also looking at Rebecki. And if I want to fall down, I can look at Pulyev. I like the Pulyev, but the one thing that they normally do, the 82 to 8,000 is in here. It's 84 to 78. Because that's a difference right there, I'm not going to forget against Zaleski, but I like Vieira as well too. That puts me at 7,900, and that's where Klein comes in. Klein can get this to a decision against Pulyev, even though I have not made that pick yet, but I'm leaning towards Pulyev at the moment. But Nick Klein, for DFS reasons, is the reason why you make these plays. So Souza, Ribovich, Rebecki, Vieira, Klein, and Cornell. Now, if you don't feel like you do have $100 left over from that lineup, it's super unique. That lineup hits, it's great. But that is that's 3 dogs. And that goes with, that's on top of Dan's, and that's on top of my other lineup too. Of course, you have to get the Dr. Roto and Subs Only Discord to get any more that you want. So, that being said, it's time for do you have any bold picks, Dan? Anything else outside? Do you see anybody that looks crazy?
No, I think Neil Magny wins handedly.
Do you think he gets the knockout?
No, I think he wins by decision because most of his wins come by decision. But
Okay.
I think he handedly wins by decision.
Okay, so you're looking not a unanimous, but he wins.
No, a unanimous decision.
Okay,
right.
So unanimous decision. So we're gonna give you another parlay, people. We got Nick Klein at plus 132. Were you gonna say something, Dan? No. All right, I end up plus 140 for the over. Right there, it's probably gonna be like a 386. Now let me look, 355. I was pretty close. So you get a 355. 355. That's definitely some action that you want to get. Now let's get to the Parlay of Pain. Ooh, yeah. So this is how the Parlay of Pain works. I try to make the early fights. I bring it up, and I keep it going. As we build this parlay, the Parlay of Pain, of course, at any point you feel like you need to bail out, we got it. I will give you the numbers on the bail. So first right up is Rodriguez, money line, negative 220, plus Estevam, knockout and sub is a plus 150. You get a plus 263 on the parlay. Hit it. Add Vieira, knockout and sub at a negative 105, plus 609. Vallejo's, distance, no, negative 134, plus 1139. Ribovich, knockout for both fighters is a plus 130. That makes the Parlay of Pain a plus 2751. One of these weeks is going to hit. Now, I, of course, have been pulling out. I'll take Piera out, and I'll have Estevam, Vieira, Vallejo's, Ribovich, all the way up. So that way, if something early happens, you have yourself covered, and you do that. I know it's a lot of coverage. Again, we give you a lot of information in a small amount of times in the fastest way possible to help you win money in every single way possible, man. I can't think of a better way. Man.
Put that Park knockout. Put that Park knockout in there, too.
Dude, just put the Park knockout with the Chris Duncan, the Chris Duncan sub, and you probably have a plus 100,000. Actually, I'm right here right now, so let's actually see this wildness, because this is 5 dogs won on the prelims last week, people. So if
Yeah.
we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this right. We're gonna be like, okay. We're just not gonna just say it. We're saying it with our chest, people. We're
Say
bringing
it
the
with
pain.
your chest.
Say it with your chest. All right. Here's the parlay of craze, right? The parlay of craze. We got the Chris Duncan second round method of victory. Let me get that right there. Just give me that. Boink. It's pulling up, people. Give me a break. That 3,100 is crazy though. Second round plus 3,100. Got it in. Closing that. Look at this. Dude, this is gonna be crazy. You said knockout park third round. Whoo-wee. This is good.
Hold on. Did I say
be...
third round? Yeah, I
You
said third round. I said third round.
Knockout.
I said third.
You said third
Yeah.
round. All right, let's see this right here. And I said 100,000. It's probably like 65,800. I don't know. Maybe I'm just going way too much. I think I'm way past this. I'm way past this. Okay, here it comes. Here it comes, people. Join this. If this hits.
You're welcome.
This is insane.
This hits you're welcome.
I was wrong. I was under. I was complete 159,900.
Dude, I'm putting $10 on it. Putting $10 on it.
$10 will win you $15,999.
I'm putting $10 on it.
That's insane. Like even a dollar. Like a dollar. That's gonna be what, $1,599. That's insane. That's crazy. So, all right, man. All right. So, like we said, you got the NFL lineup lighter. We got the UFC out the way. We're gonna make this last part. Summerslam is this weekend. We got some. DK put a poll up. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna end the show, and then go watch some football. We're at 46 minutes, which I think is amazing. So we're making amazing time on this one, man. I mean,
I can't stop laughing about that bet.
Let's just get wild. Yo, if it hits and everybody's our rich friend, dude, then if you hit that, one of y'all people put like $100 on that, and you hit, just can you give some to the show? If you can't give any to the show, go check out Nega's Charm Coffee, right? Look at that beautiful coffee design right there. The best coffee in the world, believe me, and with a meaning and a purpose behind it. You can catch that podcast on Bring the Pain if you want to learn about that amazing mission work that Chris was able to do. That's where that coffee comes from, and that's how dedicated he is to this world. All right, let's get to the polls. So this is for the DK. We got the uncubbing, so I just have to go in there, and we're gonna edit it. Dan is gonna answer these questions, and I've already answered them. So, who will win the street fight for the undisputed WWE Championship at SummerSlam? Now, there's 4 selections, Dan. It's John Cena retains, Cody wins pinfall, Cody wins submission, or another outcome. What do you got?
What I want to happen.
Whatever. Which of those 4
but
do you think happens?
I think John Cena retains.
Okay. All right. And see, I just feel that if Cena retains, they're gonna have to take it from him at some point because of the contract, unless that's just all hogwash. But we know he's going into the Hall of Fame next year. We know that he's going to be the head of the Hall of Fame, and we know that people are going to like him. I feel that if he loses the title right now, it would really work towards repairing what he's done he's broken up with us. Well, he takes us back. It's okay. We repair this marriage, John Cena, and we get there.
I agree with you, but I think he retains, and I think Cody turns heel.
Yeah, I think he goes on. So the next question, which color shirt will John Cena's outfit primarily be? The hat and shirt during the street fight. Green, blue, orange, or other?
What city are they in?
They're in, what city are they in? I don't know. What? Is it Jersey? Jersey? Is it Jersey?
Jersey?
How do we not know this as wrestling fans?
Where's SummerSlam at? Oh, it's in Jersey. It's in Jersey.
We were right. See, even though we didn't know, we knew. Thanks, Leanne.
I think it's going to be green because there's a lot of Giants fans, and he's going to piss them off by wearing green for Jets.
Ooh, Woo! You went football on that one. All right, let's move along. Which weapon will be used first in the match? Steel chair, trash can lid, kendo stick, or other? None are used.
For what?
For
what
the
fight?
match.
Oh, for that
this
match?
Is still this, yep, it's
other. I think.
other or
I think
none.
I think other or none because I think either Cody or John Cena uses the belt.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Or a table. Tables on that one too. I have a kendo stick selected right now because I feel like that's like something they can grab real quick and whack, 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 and it makes those street fights really crazy. But we have seen street fights end with forklifts pinning people. So that's.
Yeah.
So how do you think the match will end? Will it be a pinfall, submission, or other outcome?
Oh, pinfall.
I got pinfall too.
Yeah, pinfall.
Will Cody Rhodes kick out of an attitude adjustment? Yes, at least once. Yes, multiple times. No, he avoids it completely, which I still think happens in the fight. I think he pulls off crossroads with that. So there goes kind of a hint if you're trying to do the real numbers and get that. And then the fourth option is no, the AA finishes the match. Which of those four?
I think he kicks out of multiple AAs.
I like that. I like that right there. How many crossroad finishers will Cody hit during the match? None, 1, 2, or 3 or more?
3 or more.
I mean, if he wins that title, that he's hitting 3 or more.
3
That's
or
how
more.
that happens. Will anyone interfere in the match? This is going to throw you off. Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, or none listed interfere? I got none listed.
None listed. Possibly Brock Lesnar comes back.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I could see The Rock in this too. I could see something going on with that. Like, I'm looking at that. I'm like, LA Knight? He doesn't have no problem with it. Why Solo Sikoa? He's defending his title in a steel cage match against Jacob Fatu. He's got his people with him, but it makes no sense. It makes no sense. So,
Yeah, I think it's other if it does happen.
Yeah, if it doesn't, hey, just like remember, we have hit money on this for the last 5-6 years. Ever since DraftKings ever started this, I hit money practically every single time. And I've hit for the Summerslam one, I hit 25 one time. But so many people play it now, you practically tie each other out like double ups and stuff, and you just get paid out that money.
Did you play it last year while we were there?
Yeah, no, I don't know if they had one last year. I want to say that they did WrestleMania, but they didn't do WrestleMania this year, which was really strange. So we're getting SummerSlam this year. But you could be right about that. I can't remember. It's been a year. I've taken a lot of punches to the face.
Yeah, I mean it's been a long year.
Yeah. Will a referee get hurt or taken out in the match? Yes or no?
Absolutely. It happens every John Cena match. Every match with John Cena it happens. Absolutely.
He puts him up in the AA, kicks the ref. It's happening. This one's a little crazier. What will be the first finisher attempted in the match? Attitude adjustment, crossroads, disaster kick, or the 5-knuckle shuffle? That's a tough one.
Disaster kick.
Disaster kick? I like that. But, I think when the disaster kick happens, when Cena's coming back off the ropes for the 5-knuckle shuffle, I really think that that's going to happen. I'm talking about Cody always pulls stuff. But he could pull that right off. And then they can do that with John Cena, and then Cody pulls it off again. So there could be 2 disaster kicks. Chrissy picked the disaster kick as well, too. And I think Molly did, too. All right. Here goes the last of the questions, and then we'll get up out of here, people. What will be the first weapon used after the bell rings? Table, sledgehammer, chain, or none? Fists first. That's, of course, my pick.
Oh, yeah. Fist first.
Yeah.
It's always fists first.
I love it. I love it, man. So if you go to DraftKings, you could get on there. The sportsbook, of course. Go to the polls and then hit it in there. There's a bunch of UFC ones, too. If you want us to answer those, you're going to have to go to the Subs Only Discord, join Dr. Roto, and then ask for it. And I will do a live inside the Subs Only Discord at Dr. Roto and make sure you get that. Dan, you feeling good now? You ready for the weekend? You ready for SummerSlam?
Yeah, man. I get to see my brother this weekend, man. Get to talk to you a little bit. I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm happy too. You know what I'm not happy for? And I did not tell you this unless, unless our daughters told you or you heard the news, our guy's opponent got arrested in a high-speed chase.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, we just found out yesterday at the dojo. So now it was announced it's not. So it's like, oh gee, now our guy ain't gonna be there. And this is the third time that some strange stuff has happened. He had a guy blow out an ACL. He had another guy do something else. Hey, bless you. And then,
Thank you.
It's well, you're welcome. It's one of those things that it's just like, but he's going to be a great fighter. I mean, we just need these people to get in the ring with him. The octagon, he was going to do it. This was an MMA fight, and he was looking so good. So then, of course, yesterday he was giving it to the boys. So, and there's just some great competition there. So that to me,
what weight class? I'll fight him. What weight class?
Oh, dude, he's way too big. I think he's got to be over 200, bro. He is.
Oh man, I can't fight. I can't fight him. I'm 180. I'm 180. I'm 182, man.
Yeah,
182.
He's way chiseled, man. He's way chiseled. I fought him a few times, but it's pointless for me as a point fighter to fight him when he needs his intensity up here and his style's completely different. So for that's it. But I mean, he used to be a wrestler in high school. He was great at that. So, he's developed all this, and his striking's great. Of course, he learned a lot of his Muay Thai stuff from Rafael Fiziev, a little bit from that. He was trained when he was a kid by Fiziev. So, that's that link right there, and that's what we got.
Yeah.
He's part of the Fight Club of Pain. I don't know if he's too shy to come on yet. We've had Jonathan try. Jonathan was really shy.
Yeah, he was cool though, man. He was cool.
It was,
that was like my second show with you.
Yeah. So you had your wings dusted, and then he got his dusted.
Yeah, he should come on again.
I want to have it where we have a lot of people on, like Blake, everybody. I want to have a few people on, 4 or 5 people. And that's where we'll give it. We'll do less fights or more fights if we have to, just to give it a longer time. But being Thursday, we are going to have some football days, so we got to get to that. I hope everybody, let's get out. Dan, give it out. Give us a look.
Do you want me to take us out of here?
I'm going to take it out. I'm going to do all the things. I'm giving you a chance to say goodbye to everybody and get you out.
Thanks for having us, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, I'm happy you came on the podcast. I'm happy that the week turned out for you. Everybody get over to Dr. Roto. Use code word WIN. Get a percentage off your subscription today. We have massive amounts of articles for seasonal all coming out. Bold picks. My sleeper picks just come out. There was more sleepers this week. Doc just updated his rankings for his sheets. Get the sheets. You can get sheets and the Discord level as well too at Dr. Roto. We have everything for you. And with that, we have the right cure for all of your fantasy needs. Thank you for joining Bring the Pain and the Fight Club of Pain. Follow us at Bring the Pain on Facebook. Follow me at Heat Override on the X. You can find me anywhere. The Fight Club of Pain. That's where we'll link you up to Dan. Also follow Dr. Roto. Follow all of our work at Dr. Roto. My top 10 wrestlers every week. My top 10 UFC power rankings every single week. I have a Summerslam article coming out for tomorrow. 5 matches I covered. I give my picks. We did cover the Cena one with that DK poll, so you get that. People, I can't give it enough to you.
You forgot about Soup Can of the Week? Soup Can of the Week, too?
I didn't even talk about the five-tastic picks. The Soup Can of the Week has smashed 2 weeks in a row. That's another reason, Dan. That's an amazing article. It's becoming wildfire. And then, of course, the 5 Tastics. But, dude, I got to feel good about that. Sorry. Yeah, you feeling more confident every week doing an article like that? It's different, isn't it?
It's different, man. You got to revise some things, but I've never done it before, so
that's it.
It's fun. It's fun. It's fun.
It is, and I love that you throw in the bets and everything with that in the DFS and the 5 Tastic picks. Of course, you're going to get 5 fights covered. You get plays in that, and at the end, I give you DFS 3 strong plays, 2 value plays. I may have mentioned some of them, but I didn't mention all of them. Have a great day, everybody, and always remember to bring the pain. Ooh, yeah.
Thanks for stopping by the office. Get your fantasy prescription by subscribing to the channel and checking out drroto.com. Until the next visit, be well and take care.